If you're new to the channel, welcome to the channel. Pastor Tsepo here. As we continue with Genesis 17, I was looking at it and there's some more revelation or some aspects that I want to share with you family on the channel. So when you look at Genesis 17 verse 5, it reads, "No longer will you be called Abram. Your name will be Abraham." So as I was looking at that, I started asking myself, what was the significance of God changing Abram's name from Abram to Abraham? So first we need to understand the meaning of the words, the two names. So Abram means anointed father, right? And then Abraham means father of many nations. So imagine with me, after God had an encounter with Abraham, he has to go home now and tell Sarah, babes, moving forward, you're no longer going to call me Abram. You will call me Abraham. So when he goes to work, when he goes to church, wherever he goes, he has to reintroduce himself. So in the process of doing that, he started confessing that he is the father of many nations. So I started thinking about that, the power of confessions, that ultimately we speak about things that we believe or things that are in our subconscious. So as long as the aspect that he's the father of many nations had not yet reached his subconscious or his inner man, he did not yet believe. That's just my thinking. Because come to think, God promised him Isaac. I think he was 90. He spoke to him when he was 90. By the age of 99 or 100, he had yet to produce Isaac. Yes, Ishmael was there, but Isaac, the promised son, was not yet there. So now, after he had changed his name, I think it took them 9 months. 9 months later, in the next chapter, we'll be looking at that in chapter 18. 9 months later, he was able to produce Isaac. So, the power of confession. So now, just to tie it up, let's go to Proverbs 18. That in the process of changing his confession, that he's the father of many nations, look at what Proverbs 18:21 says. "The tongue has the power of life and death, and those who love it will eat its fruit." So now, family, it's very important what you say with your mouth. So if you are constantly speaking negativity, you are speaking death, do not be surprised if you are reaping death or you are reaping negativity. At the very same point, if you are speaking positivity, you are speaking life unto yourself or your child or your business or the country's economy. If you are speaking life to it, do not be surprised if you are reaping life. So let's look at James. Let's look at James. The book of James. James is admonishing us with the power of the tongue. We'll just look at verse 6. You can read from verse 1, chapter 3. It says, "The tongue also is a fire, a world of evil among the parts of the body. It corrupts the whole body, sets the whole course of one's life." Yeah? The tongue sets the course of your life on fire. And it sets on fire by hell. It sets on fire by hell itself. So, family, that's what I wanted to bring to your attention as we are looking at Genesis 17 with Abram changing his name to Abraham. So, what are the things that you need to change with regards to your confession? Yes, the year is about to end. What have you been confessing? Perhaps it's high time you change your vocabulary. It needs to be filled with the word of God. It needs to be filled with the promises of God so that we attract the things that God has put in place for us. He says, "Eye has not seen, ear has not heard, nor the mind of man has conceived." Not the mind of man has conceived the things that God has in place for us. So I think, family, it's high time we really start taming our tongue. I thank you, family.